Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story, the last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee when they bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the Hurricanes offense making their way on the field today. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and this whole team, really, orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
This is the worst thing this offense could imagine, is turning the football over in a playoff game on the road. Already an underdog, and I love the aggressive mindset to put the ball in the air and be confident in who you are. But you just can't turn it over on this big of a stage like that this early in the game.
So Georgia's offense takes the field, the first chance we had to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball.
It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity, bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even, we can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
Oh, there's the stiff arm. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. On the ground, it's Allen. Gets into space at the 50. That big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. The Canes will have 1st and 10 here. Takes the handoff again. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Going for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Offense off to a great start.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Miami 7, Georgia 0.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Football comes out. Ball carrier makes the recovery and also picks up a 1st down.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Now, a 4th down.
Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We'll start off the second quarter with a field goal attempt here. This is a daunting attempt from 54 yards out. Let's see if he's got the leg. And this one is right through.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They go backwards on 1st down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. Offense looking to throw the ball. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
He shreds the tackle. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
The offense has a big play here, but really put themselves in a hole on 1st and 2nd down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on 3rd down, but it's still 4th down. Can they pick up the 1st?
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. They'll ride the back again here. And the Canes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Man, I can't believe they're going for it on 4th down deep in their own territory like this. Usually, you might see this late in the game, but early, really risky decision, but it pays off.
The Hurricanes lining up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Important 2nd down play coming up. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. He's going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
7th play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw yet again. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the field.
Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders in this defense.
Great call here by the defensive coordinator, sending that linebacker on the blitz, and it works out for the sack. And tell you, Miami linebacker play over the years, I would put up there with anybody in the country.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. The back's got it. Gets free now, heads into the secondary. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. It's a solid run, gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25.
And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching the game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive.
Looking for a deep completion. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking for some space. It's ETN. Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a fourth down now. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. The Dogs will send the punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Defense is coming after him. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
He'll take a deep shot here. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. But now it's third down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good
fired into a tight window and picked off. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Pass caught. Can he get in? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. First and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. He just goes up and over the pile for that touchdown.
And that's some serious vertical by this running back. A well-earned touchdown on the goal line.
BAT puts them up 3. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half. Backed up, and they heave it deep downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On third down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now. The Hurricanes will send their punt team on the field. Looking to flip the field here. With the return, it's Evans. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. The Canes will kick it off to begin the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
The defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Grab behind the line. It's Bell. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Pressure is coming. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
That's exactly what the coach, I'm sure, talked about there at halftime, is the defense is going to be out there on the field first. We're down in this football game. We got to get pressure on this offense, come up with some plays, and get the ball back to our offense. And that's exactly what they have a chance to do now.
They'll kick it away here. Coverage team brings down the return. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? He's moving out of the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit, the swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example.
Looking to throw it deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Canes. They'll take the lead in the second half.
Number 19.
Yeah, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the extra point is good, makes it a 21-17 game. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Georgia, 17.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Handoff to the right side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Using his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Really good route here by the receiver. Quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that short completion. And he drops back in the gun. The sure hands. It's Bond. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Play action fake, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's ETN. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Get set, get set.
Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Here we go on fourth down. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Oh, how aggressive will it be? And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Got the first down, now looking for more. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll run it here. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And that's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage, looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
On the run, it's Martinez. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. The Canes will bring their punt team onto the field. Money comes for his second punt of the game. That one lands and bounces out of bounds. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a fourth down try. Can they get something going here? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch downfield. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
He'll throw it now. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game thanks to the defense. They'd love to work the clock. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second and long for this offense after the sack. And now the handoff. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. He's looking to throw. He's hit right as he throws it, and complete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Oh, my gosh. This defense got exactly what they needed. An interception at the right time to get the ball back to their own quarterback and offense to go down and potentially win this game.
The pass rush, nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The offense gets the football back. Very lucky. Still have a chance now. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Second down, we're going to throw it. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Bell. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. And now they'll just clock it to freeze the time.
It's now second down.
They've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. Looking to pass here on second down. That's caught. It's Bond. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. And he'll drop back here on third down. And he's got his man open downfield. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36. And he spikes it to stop the clock.
Is incomplete. It's second down.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the pass is too high, out of bounds, and not complete.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that third down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
The QB throws his third pick of the day. And he's got some open field ahead. At the 30, inside the 20. Touchdown for the U. And the defense joins the party with a pick six.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on fourth down. I'm not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Miami 28, Georgia 17.
This is a squib kick picked up by one of the up men. And the coverage team will tackle him as the clock runs out. That will wrap up this game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Texas Longhorns offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Well, the energy in this building, Chris, is just going to pick up as the Sugar Bowl unfolds. As they say in New Orleans, le bon temps brûlé.
And really one of the more hostile environments, I think, when it comes to bowl games. You know, I've called so many games in here. Think about the history. Going all the way back to 1935, they played the Sugar Bowl right here in New Orleans. I think a lot of people have associated this bowl game with the SEC. But as we've seen since the start of the playoff, teams like Washington, Ohio State, Clemson, among others, have made this trip down here to the Bayou.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype with a playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first. An identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
Grab behind the line. It's Moore. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Back to throw again. Bringing pressure. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
Well, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So Miami's offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Gets the first and still running. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games.
And a sophomore making an impact play.
This is good pressure by the defense. And it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
The sack on first down. It's second down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. You had him in second and forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's third down. You better make up for it right here.
No shot to bring him down. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Canes will line up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's looking for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum, and a chance at a big play.
So incomplete pass on second down sets up a third and inches. A quick throw out left, complete. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. The returner is brought down. Looks to start with the next drive. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. First down here for this offense. Motion now from the tight end. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down play coming up for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Looking for the wideout. And it's complete downfield. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Longhorns.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early. Allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship, deadlocked at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. And this pass is caught. Finding space at the 20. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play. Crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, they give up a huge pass play, and they come back with a sack on the very next play. This defense was hoping to stop the bleeding, and they do so with that sack.
Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Got a lane. Can he get in? He takes it into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Crucial. Third down play coming up. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the coverage team able to bring him down. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
It's a quick grab. Runs through a tackle. He's got refusing to be stopped in this play. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Longhorns starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Lets it go quickly. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Tight end goes in motion to throw. It's Ewers. Catch made by the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Golden. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Dump off, caught by the running back. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Longhorns move into the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Finds his target. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
So we reach the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And the point after is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. The kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Miami offense is back on the field. On the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Off the play fake on first down. Caught on the outside. It's Fletcher. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers, usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make.
Looking to make a big play downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. Now it's second down here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And he scores. Touchdown, Canes. Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT puts him in front by 7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And they've got the returner corralled. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to... So you can cut into this lead or play it safe. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Back to throw. It's yours. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half.
The Hurricanes will kick this away to begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Miami offense back out on the field. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Trucks through the defender. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
And now the running back's got it again. Gets some powerful running into the secondary. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Here's the handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice solid game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. 3rd down now. Quick throw to the left. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
No, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is...
And the pass rush has got him again, back-to-back sacks.
Well, another sack. You know, as the offensive coordinator, you're ahead in this game. Maybe you should change the game plan to help your quarterback a bit. This pass rush has gotten home way too many times. You should focus more on preserving the lead.
After consecutive losses, we need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. Inside the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown for the U. Made the defense look slow that time.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And they'll set up for the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. returner decides to field it. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. On first down, it's play action. Quick throw to his receiver. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That run moves the ball across the 40. Longhorns will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They're going to run it here. Good enough for first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Looking to throw it on first down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage. The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness.
And the freshman making an impact play there.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Ncaa sets up a second down and long. Dropping back, it's yours. Grab made by the tight end. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The sure hands, it's Golden. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's fourth down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And looking for a big play here. The ball is picked off. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
When these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage and make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He's running out of time here. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. The Canes will line up to punt it away. And that sets up a return. And the coverage team ends it in and brings him down. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Looking to pass. It's yours. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. Pass complete. It's second down now.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Golden. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Second down after that previous play. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Second down and goal upcoming. Dropping back. It's yours. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Longhorns. This air attack is still unstoppable. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kirk. It's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can the defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's got some space here. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking to throw. It's yours. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. And the gain just good enough for a first down. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Short pass finds the tight end. And they'll finally go down, but it's a first down and much more. Great game on the play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. The offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. Looking to chuck it again. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Golden. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. They move the six, but hurry to the line here on first down now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes a quick grab. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And they stop him just short, but defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. The Longhorns come to the line with 1st and goal. Back to throw. It's Ewers. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
And it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
The linebacker shifting around now. And Miami offense is back on the field. The last possession was a 1-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Miami. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. And there's the handoff. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. Canes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And he's got it again. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Offside. Defense. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. The offense set up with 1st and goal now after the penalty. keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. Offense facing second and goal. Caught quickly. Touchdown, Canes. And the route is on.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
This one ended up being a blowout, but they get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.